This movie was my 19th review way back in 2013. Let's do a revisit. The Millennium Bug. Something we prepared for still surprised us. The plot. A family of 3 are heading up to the mountains before the Y2K virus takes effect. Well, supposedly. And they're all camping about having a jolly old time until a family of redneck, hillbilly, sick bastards capture them, bring them to their house, and begin to torture them. Not really much about a bug, that is, until we are introduced to a cryptozoologist who explains that a bug that awakens every 1,000 years is going to come out of hibernation, or something like that. Anyways, it does. It's huge. It's hungry. So, let's get into the characters. I liked them all. The hillbillies are very memorable. They look unique. There is nothing too similar about them. They all have their own personalities and defining features. Like one has an eye over here and eye up here. One has, well, no, they all have bad teeth. And the family trio is pretty memorable too. I mean, they're strong characters. They're not like, oh, we're the damsels in distress. They're like, no, we're gonna kick ass. The professor is a bit weird. He doesn't want to leave the creature behind, but the creature would not give 2 shits whether he left or not, as long as he got to eat him. I guess that makes sense. So the acting overall is pretty good. It's not Oscar material, it's not great, but it gets the job done. This is a fast-paced movie. Even though the monster is revealed like 55 minutes in, the whole movie around it is a good build-up. We got the characters, we got the possibility of this thing coming out of the ground, we have these tentacles that pop up every so often. It's really cool in that regard. And when the monster does come out of the ground, oh boy. The gore, the effects. Let's start off with the bloodshed, because this movie is disgusting. I mean, the first thing we see for gore, pretty much, is a woman giving birth, and you see it come out. Ugh. Ugh. There is one kill, I think, before that where a guy gets dragged into the ground and blood shoots out everywhere. But then we get more gross gore with the hillbillies. Then when the creature comes, the gore is amplified even more. It's like more and more and more gore. The more gore, the merrier. So we get blood, bodies, and a birthing scene. I think I'm forgetting something in terms of effects. Oh yeah, the bug. Holy shit. This is a guy in a suit, obviously, like Godzilla. And the fact that they did it in such a way where it just strolls around the town, and they used green screen for the people to run around it, was ingenious. It looks really good for a low-budget movie. There is no CGI on the gore monster. There are some, like, ashes and stuff that come out, and maybe the snow too might be CGI. But other than that, I mean, it might not be, I don't know. But other than that, there is absolutely no CGI in this film. I think it came out at the wrong time, because if they did it now, it'd be more recognized. 2012 wasn't ready for the Millennium Bug. Or 2011, actually. But it came out at the right time for the 2012 thing to go around. Like, oh, people thought 2012 was really going to happen. Do you remember when the Y2K was a thing? I love the monster. I love its design. It has like this fly, octopus, squid type thing about it, where it has big bug eyes, but tentacles everywhere. I love the baby monsters. The miniatures and green screen are both pretty good. You can tell everything's done on a set, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. The motion picture soundtrack, it's big, it's epic, it's millennial. That makes no sense. It's mega huge. The upbeat nature doesn't always work, but when it does, it's pretty catchy. Has like a 50s B-movie vibe to it. This has great characters, a quick pace, a lack of monster at first, but oh, how it makes up for it near the end. It has gross gore, amazing effects, a decent soundtrack. It's a low-budget B-movie at heart, and it knows it. It has big aspirations, and it fucking delivers, especially if you're a fan of this kind of genre. Overall, I give The Millennium Bug a 3.5 out of 5. Thank you all for watching, and I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Entertainment. Make sure to like my Twitter and Facebook fan pages in the description below, and leave comments and subscribe. I think I gave this the same rating last time. Why'd I do this?